your heart.
Shouldn't I be happy? 'Cause I am not. Could you make me happy? 'Cause I forgot the way love feels and the way it gets me breathing. Hold on, babe, I'm easing your heart to the floor. You should be happy, but not with me. Could you make me happy? Just wait and see the way time can heal and the way she'll make you feel. Hold on, babe, I'm easing your heart to the floor. Life can't be happy without being sad. Life can't be happy without all the bad. 'Cause it can seem so easy to be in control of everything. Let's stop for some time to think and feel it all sink in. Shouldn't I be happy? 'Cause I am not. Could I make me happy? 'Cause I forgot the way life can feel when things are good, but just then something changes suddenly. My heart's on the floor. Life could be happy, promise you that. Life will be happy, let's leave it at that. Thank you. That's original, inspired by Disney, Pixar. Truly, I really love Disney Pixar. I love all animated films. And Inside Out, I went and saw it. It was a revelation. Right? Oh my God, and Up. You know, the first 10 minutes of Up has you sobbing. Like, wow, what are kids thinking when they're there with their parents and their parents are like crying and they're like, I thought this was a fun movie. Oh my God. So good. Okay, cool. Anywho, this next tune, I feel like the inspiration behind it was just kind of like nothing, which then made me think about other songs that maybe were written, and then they thought back to themselves, like, what did we just write about? And I feel like Sting did that with I'll Be Watching You. Like, it's very catchy, it's great, but then you, like, read the lyrics, you know, because everyone does that, right? Print them out, read them. And it's real creepy, so this is, I guess, my version. What a great introduction. It's about his uncle? Still weird. Okay, well, great. This song is called Waiting. It's been a long time coming. Oh no. making this hard. I am falling so deep, crawling to the sunshine. Believe me, darling, my last calling is your name. I am falling so deep, crawling to the sunshine. Believe me, darling, my last calling is your name. Thank you. Jordan Burchill on guitar, everybody. And also part of that James, of course, if you didn't notice that. Very obvious. But maybe not. I love this jacket too. I really do. But it has no breathing room whatsoever. So I'm going to take off real quick. With my ukulele, I'm so cool. Wow. Awesome. Thank you for that. Settle. Hell yeah. Cool. We're going to change up instruments real quick. Ooh, that was fun. I should work on that. I should make that look smoother. Whew. guitar for the night, so thanks. Hope you enjoyed that. You know, doing this every week is fun, and it kind of challenges me to think like, oh, will I bring some new songs out? And in the next 2 weeks, yes. But there was a new song I got to write for a friend of mine last week who released a book, and I guess when he was in high school, he had gone to like another book release party, and he was like, yeah, and he had this like musician, they wrote a song for the book, and you want to do it? And initially, I said yes, but then I was like, can I do this? But it was really like one of the most rewarding and the cool collaborative things. And luckily it was about like a subject matter that I actually enjoy, all about emotions. The book is called The Economics of Emotion, if you're a reader. Not me, I don't read. No, I watch Netflix. I watch Marie Kondo so I don't have to read her book. Yeah, anybody else? Cool. Everyone's like, I'm so organized. Great. Oh well, this next tune is called Trading Pain. y'all. That song came from like a songwriting group, and I was like, what does trading paint mean? That just must mean some like metaphorical, I don't know, allusion to something. But really, it is racing and sideswiping the other car. So your red car, their white car, you sideswipe, you trade paint. Really what that song was all about, guys. I mean, if you look into it. Cool. Alright, sweet. So we're going to do a cover. I've been changing these up kind of weekly. This one's my favorite band, Tame Impala. So if you're a fan of them, then maybe you like the song. Burchill, everybody. Part of me says go ahead. Got my hopes up again. Oh no, no, not again. Feels like we only go backwards, darling. Like we only go backwards, babe. Every part of me says go ahead. Got my hopes up again. Oh no, no, not again. Like we only go backwards, darling. Like we only go backwards, darling. Like we only go backwards, darling. Thanks, y'all. Ooh, that's Alex Browne on bass. Killing it. Last week I called him Alex Bass on Browne, and I really meant it in the moment. I did. It was a compliment. I don't know. Your bass is Browne. Anyway, yeah. These guys are so good. Sometimes I'm just like, really? Why do you want to play with me? And I know it's like, don't say that. You're like worthy, but I don't know. I'm like up here and I'm listening to them. I'm like, geez, these guys are like playing and they just sound so good. So give it up for them again. They're great. Thank you. Cool. We just got a couple more. Looking at the time, I hope you guys have had fun. I've been saying goy a lot lately, and I'm not Jewish, but right? Doesn't it goy mean just like a? I'm looking at you, Leah. What is a goy?
Or Gentile.
Okay. Well, anywho, there's a lesson for us tonight. For me to stop talking is the lesson. Cool. This next tune, I put out a EP in 2016, yes, and then I put out one last January. So it's crazy. It's been a year. And this
one is gonna be this February 15th.
Okay, that's my dad's birthday, February 15th. I'm not working on a new album, but you know, we'll see how quickly I can wrap that together. But the first album, I'm just gonna move right along. The first album was kind of like a series of love songs, like, oh, I just want to get my first stuff out there. And then the second was right after the election, as far as like when I was writing it. So this song is about me being tired of reading the news. That's not it. Thanks. That song's called Case of the Times. Kind of like a case of the Mondays, but it's like every day is Monday. Like today. Look at that. Thank you. That's very sweet. I hope you guys enjoy the show. It is every Monday for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, and we're going to keep going from here. This next tune is about a breakup. I don't know. Relatable. Caution by the Seaside. Here we go. today. It was weird. I was like in the sun. And apparently, Chicago, is it? They're having their coldest day of all time. Of all time. Not just like the last 30, 50 years. No, no. It's going to be like -20 as a high or something. So don't go to Chicago anytime soon. And I'm sorry to your friends and family that live there. I know. I was talking about this for months. They've been advertising, like a marketing ploy. It was going to be like El Nino winter. It was going to be a very cool south and a warmer north up. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, and it didn't turn out that way at all. So enjoy the weather, y'all. It's nice. Is it cold now? Well, okay. Jeez, Leia, that people weren't supposed to know. It's going to be in the mid-30s tonight, so scratch that. It's going to be cold. But it'll be warm again, and then cold again, and then warm again, and here's the next song. Yeah, I did. I originally wanted to go to school to be a news anchor. So it was, thank you. But it was a whole persona. I thought it was like a role I could play, because I did a lot of theater and stuff, and I could be like, you know, like, good evening, this is Arielle LaGuette, thank you for calling, calling the news. But then I realized, like, I hate the news industry, and I'm not passionate about journalism, which is surprisingly you should be if you want to be a news reporter or anchor. So, words of the wise. This next tune, I wrote it November 10th, 2016. You know, think about it. It was a weird 2 days before then. And I was with a bunch of comedians when it happened, and we just didn't have even words to say. And so then over the next 2 days, I was kind of mulling over in my head. And I'm happy to talk about politics anytime, but this kind of like sums up how I feel about politics in general. So here we go. I used to never wake up in the night, but these days feel so far from anything. I know we're gonna find our way to light if we hold each other tight, loosen up our grip to fight. It's not just you, it's me too. And just because we don't all think the same doesn't give you right of way to bruise. 'Cause then we'll all lose. It's never been so hard to face the facts, but these lines we wrote pushed us further than we could ever know. Only one way to react, and it's with love that mends a broken heart, and not with hate that's taken part of you. I'm here too, and just because we don't all think the same doesn't give you right way to prove. 'Cause then we'll all lose. We love, we lose with love. We won't lose with love. We won't lose with love. We love, we lose with love. We won't lose with love. We won't lose with love. We love, we won't lose with love. We won't lose with love. We won't lose. Sweet love, we won't lose with love. We won't lose with love. We won't lose with love. Thanks. We've got one more song. This has been so fun. Thank you so much for being here. This is more than I could have asked for. We're here every Monday for the next 2 weeks. Tell your friends, come again. They got good hot toddies. If anyone knew that? You want more than one? Wait. Oh, 2 more weeks. You're like, more than one more. I was like, I'll keep going if that's what the people want. But it is Monday, 9:30 seems like a reasonable hour to end a show. I'm moving currently. Oh, God. You don't remember how much you hate moving until, like, the day you're moving. And I was like, all week I've been like, oh, it's going to be so easy. Like, no big deal. I hired movers. It's a whole thing. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Marie Kondoing my new place as well. Some people don't get that in the audience, and that's okay, but you will eventually because it's a cultural phenomenon. Alright, this tune is my oldest on record, which is true technically, but it is like the oldest song that I still play. And the way that actually Kayla and I met, I was her RA in college, and we went to UNT, and then we just like repeated that again 8 years later and lived together for 4 years. But yeah, this tune was written back in those old days of naivete and first loves. Here we go.
Tell me what to do when it comes to you, when you're the reason I came here. You say it's love and I can't help but agree, so let's make this love easy, 'cause you're the one that I want to keep around.
So much, y'all. Jimmy Milner on drums. Just uncovering and slaying it back there. Alex Browne on bass. Jordan Burchill on guitar. Thank you for coming. Give it up for Roxy Castillo and Beth James Band. Catch them on Friday at their EP release show at the Cactus Cafe. And thank you so much to the Townsend. I've been Arielle LaGuette. Have a wonderful night. Thanks, y'all.